I have this wonderful friend, a teacher of mine. His name is Francis Rico, and I was interviewing him for a project, and we were having this whole deep conversation about the meaning of life. And he looks at me and he says, you know, the biggest issue that most of us have is that we're terrible communicators. And he said, Betsy, you're a really bad communicator. And I went, wait a minute, I'm a storyteller. I'm supposed to be good at this. And he said, no, most of us are very bad at communicating. He calls the English language kerplunk. I think that's true. And I said, why do you think that? And he said, well, you think about it. In many of the romantic languages, you know, there's 100 words for the word love. But in English, there's just love. That's it. And he said, you know, we've lost our ability to communicate through intention, to really listen. And like you were saying at the beginning of the service, that most people, when they're coming at you, they're to call for love. But we forget that. And the reason that we forget that is because we're really bad communicators. Let me give you an example of this. My beloved and I have been together for a while, and my book was coming out last year, and I believe it or not, I'm not a big shopper. I know that's hard to believe. I like shopping for shoes, but dresses and things, it's not my favorite thing. So I went out, spent all day, picked this dress, came home, put the dress on, and showed it to my honey, and just got out there and went, okay, what do you think? And the first thing he does is laughs. And then he says to me, wow, I like the whole cow thing you have going on there. Okay. So, in my I'm not beautiful, I'm short and chubby, I'll never be gorgeous, I'll never be a model brain, I think he just called me a cow. Okay, I am ripping this dress off, I'm going into the bathroom, I'm going to cry for the next 16 hours, forget it, I'll never come out, right? That's what I could do. But then I remembered something that I had learned. It's a crazy concept, but if you can try this concept along with your stop it, it's life-altering. Because what I remembered was, this person loves me. This person cares about me. They do not actually want to hurt me. The funny thing is, most people in the world don't actually want to hurt you. They're looking for love, just like you're looking for love. We're just terrible communicators. And so in that moment, I did something that has become a practice for me as much as I can. I looked at him and I asked him a question. I said, Brian, I don't really understand what you meant. Can you explain that again? And he laughed and he said, babe, the dress, it's black and white. It's got a black and white print. Your book, it's called Tipping Sacred Cows. You have a whole cow theme happening. It's quite clever. So in my, I'm not ever going to be beautiful in a dress, and I'm not smart enough to have written a book, I almost missed that I'm beautiful and clever. Right? Imagine what would happen in your life if you listened like that.